Good afternoon, and welcome to our annual course selection information session. It's that time of year again where you will be deciding what courses you need and want to take in the upcoming school year. It's important to note that a detailed course catalog highlighting the courses that we offer at Holy Cross, as well as information around graduation requirements, grade level advisors, graduation assessments, enrichment courses, and AP programs is posted to students.mycrusader.net and to our school website. We cannot stress how important it is for you to review the information in this catalog so that you are sure you are choosing the courses that are right for you and the goals you have set out for yourself. So let's get started. For current grade 9 students, you will be entering the graduation program next school year. Current grade 10 and 11 students, you are already working through the grad program now. So what are the requirements of the graduation program? During the 3 years of this program, students need to accumulate a minimum of 80 credits for the courses you take between grades 10 to 12. A minimum of 28 of those 80 credits need to come from elective courses at the grade 10 to 12 levels. Students going into grade 12 need to make sure at least 4 of your courses are grade 12 level courses. Students need at least 4 credits between grades 10 to 12 in arts education or applied design skills and technologies. We usually have students account for this requirement in their grade 10 or their grade 11 year. Finally, students must write 3 ministry graduation assessments between grade 10 to 12. The way we format our timetables and schedules, they are structured in a way that our students usually accumulate far more than the minimum number of credits required for graduation. There are some courses that students are required to take at each grade level. Required courses for each grade level will already be added into the MyEd system, so you don't have to worry about entering those when completing the MyEd part of the course selection process. Students going into grade 10, all courses listed in red are required courses, but within those requirements, you are able to make some choices. You can refer to page 9 of the course catalog for a more detailed breakdown. You will have to choose 1 half-year language arts course to accompany the required Literary Studies 10 course. You will choose 1 of 2 math courses and also a half-year elective course. Any student wishing to take Band 10 would not have to select a half-year elective course and would complete Career Life Education, CLE, outside of the timetable, online through Holy Cross. Details about grade 10 course descriptions, including some music courses that are offered outside of the daily timetable, can be found on pages 9 to 17 of the course catalog. Students going into grade 11. All courses listed in blue are required courses, but within those requirements, you are also able to make some choices. You can refer to page 17 of the course catalog for a more detailed breakdown. Students going into grade 11 next year will have to choose a full-year language arts course, a math course that follows the pathway selected in grade 10 and follows teacher recommendations, at least 1 Science 11 course, a Social Science 11 or 12 course, and an Arts Education or Applied Design Skills and Technologies course. Students in grade 11 also have the opportunity to choose an additional elective course that will fulfill graduation or post-secondary program requirements, or that just might be of general interest to you. Details about grade 11 course descriptions, including some of the music programs offered outside the daily timetable, can be found on pages 18 to 32 of the course catalog. Students going into grade 12. All courses listed in red are required courses. Students going into grade 12 must choose at least 1 other grade 12 level course and then can choose up to 5 elective courses at either the grade 11 or grade 12 level. You need to ensure that you are making course choices that fulfill any unmet graduation requirements, consider post-secondary program requirements, or are of general interest to you. Details about grade 11 and 12 course descriptions, including some music programs offered outside of the timetable, can be found on pages 19 to 46 of the course catalog. Career Life Connections, or CLC 12, is split into two credit courses taken in grade 11 and 12 and covered during our daily advisory classes. Students have to successfully complete both parts of this course in order to graduate. CLC 12 will be a 9th course in your course selections and should not be counted within the 8 courses that you need to complete your daily timetable. There are some additional graduation requirements set out by the Ministry of Education to assess students' proficiency in both literacy and numeracy skills. Students going into grade 10 next year will have to write the graduation numeracy and literacy 10 assessments. This year's current grade 10s will write both these assessments in June of this school year. Our current grade 11s will also have to write the literacy 12 assessment in their grade 12 year, so next year. All these assessments will be scheduled to be written at school. All the assessments will be posted to each individual student's transcript once completed. Once a student's literacy 10 assessment has been reviewed at the ministry level, the term RM, which means requirement met, will be posted to their transcript. For the numeracy 10 and literacy 12 assessments, students' skills will be assessed at the ministry level and then reported on a proficiency scale of 1 to 4 and posted to their transcripts. Students will be notified once their assessments at each level have been reviewed at the ministry level and can access the anecdotal feedback offered. A student can rewrite any of these assessments up to 2 times, if they so choose. Arrangements for rewrites would come through me. As mentioned earlier, these assessments need to be written as they are additional graduation program requirements. So what should you consider when choosing your courses? First, make sure that you're fulfilling graduation requirements. Make sure to select courses that fulfill Ministry of Education and Holy Cross graduation requirements. The course catalog and course selection sheets are designed to illustrate the required courses you need to take in each subject category. Then, consider your demonstrated abilities. You need to base your course selections on the reality of the previous performance in any given subject area. It's not enough if you're struggling in a subject area to simply say, I'll do better or I'll try harder, because this rarely works. If a student is going to go against a teacher's, a GLA's, or a school's recommendation about a course, then a concrete action plan that involves additional tutorial attendance, outside tutoring services, hard work, and perseverance will be needed to overcome demonstrated weaknesses. Consider your areas of interest. Choose courses that are going to make you happy, but also it is important to discern and consider your future career goals. Really think about what you want to do in the future, but it is also wise and realistic to have a backup plan, which may include several alternate goals, but still be in areas that are of interest to you. Our future pathways are not always predictable, so choose your courses with options in mind in subject areas that are of interest to you. Use your My Blueprint. All of you have access to My Blueprint, and you use this resource frequently in your advisory classes. This platform offers you access to almost all post-secondary institution entrance requirements. The information is up to date, so it can serve as a valuable resource when completing your course selections. Take some time and make careful decisions. Your careful research and decision-making will assist us in offering the courses you want to take, and it will alleviate any undue stress you may cause yourself. The course selection process helps us determine what courses and how many sections of each course can be offered in a given school year. Therefore, changes after the schedule has been set may be difficult and your options may be limited. Consult the experts. Many students like to consult their friends. The hard truth is, your friends probably don't have the correct information either. So make sure to talk to your grade level advisors and about course questions and post-secondary advice, as they are the ones in frequent contact with post-secondary representatives. Talk to subject teachers about specific subject questions you might have about course content, and of course, talk to your parents. The grade level advisors are available to answer questions about course selections and offer post-secondary advice. They can also guide you through the information available in the course catalog or guide you through the course selection process. Mr. Lechastre is the grade level advisor for all grade 9 students, and Ms. Aguiar, Mr. Buchan, and Mr. Lindenbach are the GLAs for grade 10s and 11s according to the alphabetical division posted on this slide. As mentioned earlier, the purpose of going through the course selection process is so we can determine what courses students want to take and how many sections of each course we can offer. When students regularly change their selections, this will cause problems with meeting course requirements, and students might find themselves disappointed if they cannot be moved into a class because it is full. This is why we ask that students take time, do the research, read through the course catalog, and consult with your GLAs and your parents on making good course selections. Nevertheless, sometimes course changes are inevitable, and GLAs will consider these requests under the following circumstance. 1. A student needs a course to fulfill an outstanding graduation requirement. 2. A student has fewer than 8 courses selected to fit into their regular timetable. 3. Post-secondary requirements have changed. This can sometimes happen from one year to the next. So it is important to regularly review post-secondary requirements on each institution's website. 4, you are placed in the incorrect grade level subject. Or 5, completion of a summer school or online course. Before you register for a full credit online or summer school course, you need to consult and get permission from your grade level advisor first. We do not accept course change requests that are based on teacher preferences or friend groups. Some other things that we want you to consider when choosing your courses. Think about personal growth. You should select courses that fulfill the necessary requirements, but we also want you to choose courses where you will be challenged as learners and will provide breadth and depth to your learning. Be mindful of course selection deadlines. As has been said a few times, do careful research now about courses you need to take to fulfill your graduation requirements, as well as post-secondary entrance requirements. Taking the time to read through the course catalog and carefully select courses will avoid unnecessary course changes later and avoid disappointment if a class is full and your course change cannot be accommodated. Summer school classes. If you are planning to take a full credit summer school course, you must consult with and get the permission of your grade level advisor first. Summer school courses should not be used if needed as a prerequisite for a higher level course in the same subject area. It has been our experience that because full credit summer school courses are condensed, important topics may not be covered, or they are not covered in as much detail, and that leaves students struggling when they try to move on to the higher level courses here. Be mindful of university entrance requirements. Use the resources offered on your My Blueprint platform regularly and keep checking post-secondary websites to make sure you are not only choosing courses that meet graduation requirements, but will help you with the selected post-secondary program you may want to apply to. Course selection sheets will be distributed in advisory classes for grade 9s, 10s, and 11 students after you are finished watching this video. You will have some time to start doing research, talking to your parents, talking to GLAs, subject teachers, etc. Make sure that you are able to log into your MyEd student portal. If you need a password reset, fill out the Google form requesting this reset. Go to students.mycrusader.net for the link to this form. The student portal on MyEd will be open for you to start entering your course selections between February 23rd to March 9th. Once you've entered your selections using the student portal, complete course selection sheets must be handed in to your advisory teacher. March 9 is a firm deadline for course selection entries into the MyEd system. We will close down the MyEd system after March 9th. Myself and the GLAs will review all completed course selection sheets, and the GLAs will meet with any students they feel they have concerns about. This slide offers a number of links to the Ministry of Education's graduation program information. This presentation will be posted to students.mycrusader.net and to our school website for future reference. These links should be live, so clicking on any of the underlined options will lead you to the Ministry of Education documents. Finally, grade 12 study periods. Students going into grade 12 could apply for a study period if they qualify. There are a number of qualifying factors that will be considered by the administration when deciding if an applicant has demonstrated the ability to work productively and independently during a block to manage a heavy academic course load. Applications for a study period will be emailed to all grade 11 students after spring break, and a deadline will be assigned then. Students will need to read through the application carefully to ensure that they qualify for a study block before applying. All applications that come in after the communicated deadline will not be considered. If you have any questions, start with your grade level advisor first. Make sure to be talking about course selections at home and include your parents in on these important conversations. Consult the subject teachers if you have a subject-specific question. Consult myself if you have a question related to a study period or any question that may not be able to be answered by your grade level advisor. We all want to work together with you to ensure you are successful in the graduation program years ahead of you.